Are you looking for the best sound bars? In this video we will look at some of the 7 best sound bars on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1. Yamaha SR C2A. This soundbar is small and light enough to be easily taken from room to room. In case your gaming happens in a different space than your cinema viewing, affordable enough to accompany even the most modestly priced TVs, and more than capable of trouncing the sound your television alone makes. The 100-watt output powers 2 forward-facing full-range drivers and an upward-firing bass driver, and there are a couple of passive bass radiators on board for good measure. The result is a sound that's far broader and deeper than the SR C2A itself, and which strikes a great balance between detail, refinement, and attack. This Yamaha is unobtrusive, but only in the physical sense. Simon Lucas inputs, HDMI ARC, optical, 3.5mm, Bluetooth. Dolby Atmos upgrade, looking for something with a bit more punch and immersion? Try the True X Bar 50A, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, which adds a subwoofer and upfiring speakers to provide a height element for Dolby Atmos TV shows and movies, pulling you further into the action. Number 2. Flexus Core 200. Klipsch's Flexus Core 200, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, sounds way better than it should for the money. Klipsch cut a few corners to lower the cost, namely Wi-Fi support, which leaves out streaming options like AirPlay and Spotify Connect and smart assistants like Alexa. In their place you'll get notably clear sound, upfiring drivers to provide overhead sound effects with Dolby Atmos content, and surprising gravitas up and down the frequency spectrum for a standalone soundbar. The Flexus lives up to its name with impressive versatility elsewhere, including the ability to add on wireless surround speakers, a wireless subwoofer, or even a third-party sub via a traditional output. You'll also get an app for adjusting audio settings, a handy remote, and most important, the satisfaction of knowing you scored great sound for far less than many competitors. Ryan Waniata. Number 3. Sonos Beam Gen 2. Sonos' second-generation Beam doesn't look much different from the first generation, but the sonic upgrade is immense. You get immersive Dolby Atmos interpretation thanks to Sonos' superb onboard audio processing. The bar pairs with both Alexa and Google Assistant so you can do everything from setting alarms to asking it the weather. Sonos connectivity also means you can use it as part of a multi-room audio system, where it is compatible with every major streaming service. If you want to expand your system, you can add other Sonos speakers as surrounds, and a Sonos-made subwoofer for bass down the line. Check out our best Sonos speakers guide for other options. Number 4. Sony HTA7000. Sony's HTA7000 is a Dolby Atmos all-star, offering clear and expansive sound alongside surprisingly potent bass from a single bar. You'll find premium design touches like a glittering glass top and the ability to add a subwoofer or surround speakers later. It's loaded with home theater extras like support for high-res audio alongside 3D audio formats that rival Dolby Atmos, like DTS-X and Sony's 360 Reality Audio. The bar also harbors a secret weapon for gaming in the form of dual HDMI 2.1 inputs with pass-through to support features, like variable refresh rate (VRR) and auto low latency mode (ALLM). This makes it a rarity in the market, especially helpful if you have multiple gaming consoles and limited ports on your 4K TV to connect them. All of this comes at a high cost, but for serious gamers it could be well worth the investment. Ryan Waniata. Number 5. Samsung HW-Q990C. Samsung's multi-speaker flagship bar has been our favorite Dolby Atmos distributor for multiple iterations. The previous model, the HW-Q990B, was the best we'd ever heard at filling a room with expansive, impactful, and musical sound. The HW-Q990C offers modest improvements, including a new subwoofer for tighter bass response alongside previous extras like the ability to connect wirelessly to select Samsung TVs. This is an expensive system that's more onerous to set up than single-piece sound bars, but it's easy to use and fantastically immersive. Simply put, you'll have to step up to a traditional A/V receiver and multi-speaker system to get a more cinematic experience. Ryan Waniata. Number 6. Vio M Series 5.1.2 Soundbar. If you're into console gaming, you know how important it is to detect that opponent creeping behind you in the shadows. This affordable Dolby Atmos soundbar from Vio, 9 out of 10, Wired recommends, helps you hear every footstep in real, physical space. Atmos bars fire sound upward, expanding your TV's soundstage. This means gamers can hear what's going on above them and have a better shot at avoiding that gun-toting helicopter flying overhead. 2 upward-firing rear surround speakers also come in the box. For under $500, it's one of the most affordable Atmos-enabled soundbar bundles you'll find with surround speakers, making it a no-brainer for anyone who values fantastic sound. Number 7. JBL Bar 1300X. This Dolby Atmos soundbar from JBL has a pretty neat party trick: detachable wireless surround speakers. Want more immersion when you're watching a show or movie in your stylishly designed space? Just pop off the 2 speakers on the side of the main soundbar and place them behind you as wireless surround speakers. That makes them great for those without power outlets or who don't want to hide cable runs to the rear of the room. Wired staffer Ryan Waniata says the bar sounds excellent, 8 out of 10, Wired recommends, with some of the best Dolby Atmos immersion he's heard from a soundbar at this price. He also likes that calibration will tune the sound to your room. The downside of wireless surround speakers? They need to be charged between uses. Just pop them back on the soundbar between viewing sessions if you want them juiced up and out of the way.